CCTV Camera World is proud to provide support for products purchased from our website. If you purchased your product from another vendor, please contact the vendor you purchased from for further assistance.
We're going to show you how easy it is to set up a live streaming camera from Avalonix. All you need is one of the live streaming cameras. Here I have a turret camera that is a fixed lens dome. It stays fixed in one direction once you mount it. And you can get live streaming set up pretty quickly as long as you have a good, stable, fast internet connection. Besides the camera, you need a PoE injector to power this camera, and then you need an internet connection. That's why I have this router here. This is something you would have already. You would be purchasing from us is a PoE injector, a camera, and some cabling if you don't already have your own cabling. To set up one camera to direct stream to YouTube Live, Twitch, or Facebook, all you need is, again, camera, PoE injector, and 2 cables. And make sure you've got a good, fast internet connection. The next step, I'm going to show you how to use a PC to get everything connected once you have the camera set up. So when physically setting up the camera, you need to get a PoE injector, and on here, note there are 2 different kinds of connections. On the left-hand side, it says P plus D, which is a power plus data. And on the right-hand side, it says data in. That's where you connect a network connection going back to your router. So the P plus D goes to the camera, it sends PoE power using PoE technology, sends power and data. So I'm going to use my blue cable to show you that I'm connecting the PoE connection to my camera's RJ45 port. Now this is a network or Ethernet port. Make sure this is enclosed and protected from the elements. The camera does come with a weather grommet for you to make this connection. This is a 12-volt power connection. You do not use it. You don't need it for anything unless you're powering the camera with 12 volts and not using a PoE injector. But using a PoE injector makes everything nice and simple, so all you need is to run one Ethernet cable to the camera. On the other side is the data connection. You plug that into your PoE injector and then plug it into one of the yellow or LAN ports on your router. Make sure your router is connected to the internet. It's powered on, has a good fast internet connection. And once you've got everything connected, of course, don't forget to plug this to power. This is what does the magic, sends the PoE the power it needs. Mount the camera in a good place. Make sure it's protected from the direct sunlight, where don't point the camera looking at the sun. Make sure it's pointing down. So this is a turret camera. It can be mounted on an eaves. So if you're mounting it, make sure you're kind of putting it at a little bit of an angle from the horizon. So like 10 to 15 degrees below the horizon. Or you can even put it like this if you wanted to on a flat surface. Or you can tack it onto a wall and aim it wherever you need to. Besides this, we also offer pan-tilt zoom cameras, Wi-Fi bullet cameras, and others. Be sure to check out the full description on our live stream cameras page at CCTV Camera World.
In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to get your live streaming camera from CCTV Camera World online and connected to Twitch TV. To get started, you're going to want to make sure that you have your camera online, connected to your PoE injector or switch, and that your PoE device is connected to your router or modem. That's going to turn your camera on and connect it to the internet. To prepare, you could also type in your P2P access code into a notepad on your computer. This code can be found on a label that's on the top of your camera's box or in the email from our support department. To open up a notepad, you could click on your Windows button, type in Notepad, and then open the Notepad software. I already have the Notepad open with my P2P access code in it, and I'm going to use this Notepad to also create my stream URL to enter into my camera to get it to stream to Twitch. I also need the Smart PSS Lite computer software installed to my computer, and a link to download the software will be included in the description of this video and in the guide on our website. So I'm going to go ahead and open the software. After a few moments, it's going to tell me to select the scene. For the sake of simplicity, I'm choosing Video Monitor and clicking OK. After a few more moments, it's going to have me accept the software license agreement. I can tick this box, click Agree. Next is the privacy policy. Click the box and Click agree. This is a password to log into the software. I'm just using the default password we use here at CCTV Camera World. You can set whatever password you like. And then I'm going to choose the auto login after registration button, so I won't have to worry about this password. After I click next, it's going to have me create security questions. If you choose the auto login option, these security questions really won't help you, but you can set your questions. I'm just going to use some default questions and answers. After you've selected your security questions and answers, click complete. I'm going to choose Not Now for the User Experience Improvement Program. Now I need to add my camera to the software. To do that, I need to go under Management and click Devices. It's going to open up a new tab in the software to allow me to add devices. And I need to click Add. Over here on the right-hand side, it's allowing me to enter in information for my camera. But first, I need to change the add mode from IP/domain to SN. And that's going to use that P2P access code. I'm going to drag the software down to reveal the code. Then I need to give my device a name. For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to name it Live Stream Camera. Now here's where you can either manually type in your SN or P2P access code into the SN field, or if it's in an email or you've typed it into a notepad, you can highlight it and copy and paste it into the software. It's on my notepad, so I'm going to click and drag to highlight. Right-click to copy. For our tech-savvy users, you can use your keyboard shortcuts of Control-C and Control-V. But again, right-click, copy. Go back to the software, and right-click and paste it into the SN field. Now I need to enter the username and password. Once again, this information can be found on a label on the top of your camera's box. So I'm going to go ahead and type in that username and password for my camera. After I've entered in that information, I can click the Add button. Now you're going to want to wait about 5 to 15 seconds for the online status to change to online, which mine did. If you don't receive an online status, then refer to the troubleshooting section at the bottom of this guide for more information. But I have an online status, so to continue, I'm going to go to the web icon here over by the operation field. It says link to web. What this is going to do is point a web browser to my camera and do some technical magic to get to the camera. Now it's worth noting this link to web button will work when you're on site, or if you're setting this up on a laptop. If you take the laptop with you, the software will also allow you to access the camera remotely if you need to manage the camera or stream. So after getting into the web interface or this page in the web browser for my camera, I have the username of admin, and then I need to enter in the password for my camera. I've entered in the password, and I can either hit enter on my keyboard or click the login button. To set up my stream, I need to go to the Setting tab, over to the Network menu. Within the Network menu, there's a bunch of sub-menus, and I need to click on the Access Platform sub-menu. This P2P page is what allows us to use the software to access the camera remotely using. This P2P page is what lets us access the camera remotely using the computer software. The online status is good. But to add the stream to my camera and tell it to send data to Twitch, I need to go to the RTMP tab. Within the RTMP tab, the first thing I need to do is go to the address type and choose custom, and then click save. What this is going to allow me to do is enter in my custom Twitch stream URL to tell the camera to stream data. So I need to make that URL and enter it into the camera. To do that, once again, we're going to use our notepad, enter in a few times to put our cursor down a few lines, and then we need to get to our Twitch account. So you will need to have a Twitch account already created to follow this portion of the guide. If you haven't created an account, you can do so now on twitch.tv. So I'm I'm going to go open a new browser. Go to twitch.tv. And account creation would be at the top right-hand side. I'm already logged into my account, and I can see my account icon at the top right. I'm going to click on the account icon. And then I need to go to the Creator Dashboard. Within the Creator Dashboard, there's menus on the left-hand side. I need to click on Settings. Go into Stream. At the top, there is a primary stream key. This is the stream key to send data to my Twitch account. So I can either click the copy button on the right-hand side here, or I can reveal it by clicking Show, understanding that I shouldn't share my key with anyone. Click I understand. And then I can click, drag, highlight, right-click, and click copy. So once again, you can either click copy or do a manual copy like I showed you. Let's go back to our notepad. And we're going to right-click, click paste. So this is my stream key. Now I need to get a URL from Twitch to add in front of my stream key. To do that, I'm going to open another web browser, or I can open a new tab in the same web browser and go to google.com. Type in Twitch ingest server. That's Twitch ingest, like you're ingesting food, server, and hit enter. And I need to choose the first option, or first result. What this is going to do is do some tests in the back end and find the optimal server. You could either use the global default or choose the second option, which is usually the most optimal or closest server to where your computer and camera are. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this just before the bracket because I have my stream key in my notepad. So you know it has a stream _ key in brackets here where you would insert your custom stream key. So I'm just copying the first part of this URL before the /. Again, right click and copy after highlighting this. Go back to my notepad, hit enter a few times, then right click and paste again. So now I have my custom stream key, and then I have my stream server URL. Now I need to combine them as shown on the ingest page. So I'm going to go ahead and copy my stream key, highlight it. You can either copy or cut. Go ahead and cut it. Put my cursor at the end of the URL, and then right click and click paste. So now you should have your stream server and stream key combined into one URL. This is the URL or custom address I need to copy and paste into my camera. So let's go ahead and do that. Click drag to highlight, right click, copy. Go down here to my web browser windows, back into the camera, and right click and copy it into the custom address field. Now I can click save to make sure that it saves the custom address, and then click refresh to make sure that it is saved. Last but not least, I can click the enable RTMP option and click save. Warns me that after clicking and enabling RTMP, it will send audio and video data, which I want, so I'm going to click OK. Now I'm going to verify that my stream is online by going back to my Twitch stream settings. Back in my Twitch stream settings, I can go to the Stream Manager page. We can see here that after entering my stream URL into my camera, enabling RTMP, I now have video on my Twitch channel. So my camera is now live streaming to Twitch. If your stream doesn't start, again, make sure you look at the troubleshooting section at the bottom of this guide on our website. Hopefully this video helps you get your live stream camera up on your Twitch account. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.